All right, guys, got a sink faucet that I got to replace today. So first thing you want to do is shut the water off at the stop valves if you're just changing out the faucet. But it's always a good precaution to just shut off the water at the main water shutoff valve. Because I'm changing out these stop valves too, so I'm doing this. Once you got the water shut off, release the pressure in the faucets, turn the water on the basement, and turn on the water upstairs. Kind of bring out the plumbing kit. Using this rigid 2-in-1 tool to loosen the nut on the supply line. Once you break it loose, you can loosen it out by hand. Usually I will break loose that compression nut right there and remove that stop valve, but I'm using this auto cut tool since I got enough copper to work with here. Plus the copper there was pretty dirty. It just clamps on and you twist it and it'll just cut off. That's what it looks like, clean cut. Make sure you clean it, make sure it's extra clean. Customer provided me some Sharkbites, so I'm gonna use some Sharkbites. It's gonna be my first time using Sharkbite, so use what the customer provides you. This is with the deburring tool and depth tool to make sure you know how far to push the Sharkbite in. Enter it in, mark it. I will say these things feel pretty heavy duty. That's just a cover. I'm gonna take it off just to show you guys how far to push it down. Make sure it's lined up straight, push it down just like that. And once it reaches your line, you're deep enough and you should be good. They do swivel even after you push it all the way in, so don't worry about that. This is the disconnect tool just in case you entered it wrong. Just put it in there, squeeze and pull. It should pop right off, just like that. And then once you verify that it's deep enough, you want to go ahead and turn on the main water back on. I literally ran back to check the leaks because it's my first time using Sharkbites and I didn't trust it yet. But no leaks, so we're good. Just put that cover back on. It just snaps in place. There's so many different styles of faucets out there that none of them are the same. They're all a little bit different from each other. Same concept though. So break loose that quick connect clip. And then we're gonna use this rigid tool to break loose the faucet supply line. I could usually do it by hand, but I guess I'm weak today. So I gotta use this ratchet. Just put it in there and turn and it should break loose. Once you break it loose enough, you can use it by hand just like this again. Once you get that supply line off, you want to take care of these plastic nuts right here. Cool thing about this tool is that it works on these plastic nuts and faucet supply lines. Once you get that done, pull the faucet out and the old gasket and I'll clean up all that gunk right there. Make sure it's super clean. Like I said, cleaning is a step you do not want to miss. This is the new one we're installing. Make sure you check the box and make sure everything's in there before you move forward. You don't want to find out that you're missing that one nut that you couldn't finish the job later on, you know? There's two types of gasket, one for the single hole and one for the triple hole. We have a triple hole, so we're using this one. Make sure you read the instructions. This one does not require silicone, so we're not using silicone. Just drops right in like that. And then we're gonna insert those lines. Cool thing about these new faucets is that they come with this QR code on the box that will take you to step-by-step instructions on how to install it. There's a washer, there's a nut, and this plastic tool they give you. First thing you want to do is insert the washer in, angle it so it stays on while you thread in the plastic nut. Once you thread it in by hand, make sure you're not cross-threading it. Use this tool right here. And then you will want some kind of leverage, so insert a screwdriver or something long in the hole so you can tighten it even better. It is just plastic, so you just want to snug it. You don't want to over tighten it. It will break loose. Like I said, just snug it. Do not over tighten it. It can ruin your whole day. Position the faucet to where you want it to be. And then check for spacing. Go ahead, enter the supply line for the faucet. Just goes in like that. There's a plastic nut right here that will protect the supply line from the edge. Just thread it in by hand just like that. And then everything is just quick connect. Just push that until it clicks in. And this is the counterweight. You want to put that on the yellow part right here that's marked. Squeeze it together. Remove that nut so we can attach the supply lines. Hot water side will always be labeled. Make sure the gasket's in there. And usually it's on the left. Make sure you thread it in by hand first. Make sure you don't cross thread it. And then tighten it with a plier. Once you do it for both sides, turn on the water and check for leaks. Always checking for leaks. And then per the instructions, Turn the water on, run it for 15 seconds to get any debris out. Careful, this part is going to be really strong because there's no aerator on it. Run it for 15 seconds to clear the lines. And then you want to attach the head. Just threads on. Run the water, make sure everything works. Run all the functions. Checking for leaks again. Last check. No leaks. And that's it. We are done with this job. Beautiful faucet installed. And damn, that's nice.